Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2023 love reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a turkey in the comment box, and I will be choosing a person at random and announcing it in a separate video. So don't be scammed by anybody saying, yay, to you in the comment box. It's not me. So again, don't be scammed. And yeah, so we'll be announcing somebody at the end of the month. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, I love this. I know you're going to say the tower. You love the tower. Yeah, I do. I do. It's not a bad card. Don't worry. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. So here's the thing. We're being a little bit rigid with ourselves, Scorpio, and in order to really move forward to what we love and how we really want to embrace love in our lives, because we have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is, and they all live happily ever after. And that's why I love it for you all. There's a sense here of acknowledging that it hasn't necessarily been the easiest time for us. We have here, sorry, I have a dog hair on my shirt. There we go. We have here the tower, and there's a sense of tremendous change. Our foundation has been shaken in a way that we hadn't anticipated. We hadn't really thought, oh, okay, my life is going to take this turn or it's going to go like this. But it has happened as life happens, with twists and turns that no matter how much insight we have, we don't expect it. With the Four of Swords, we need to rest. We need to step back. We need to honor our story. We need to honor ourselves. We need to honor everything that we've been through. And there's a sense here of, I'm just going to shoulder it all, right? Have all the burdens on our shoulders, but also I'm going to just soldier on. I'm not going to take time to step back and to heal or to connect or to slow down. And Spirit's like, but you need to. So being aware of that when it comes to love is so important, because we're going to think, oh, everybody else needs me, right? All this energy is calling to me. All these people's emotions are calling to me. I can feel it, right? I'm a water sign energy. I feel it. I'm a Scorpio, super sensitive, even though people say super secretive. All right, fine. But it's not everybody's business. My grandparents, my grandma and my great grandma were both Scorpios. And I remember they would say to you, well, they would say to me and my mom and everybody, but they would say, don't tell everybody your business. 90% of people don't care, and the other percent wish you ill. So keep it to yourself, right? There's like 1% maybe that, if you're lucky, that wants you to succeed and thrive and achieve. So hold it to yourself. And I think that's such a Scorpio thing to say. It's like, hold it to yourself. Why? Because when you're a young Scorpio, you're out there, you're connecting, you're emotional, you're vibrant in your desire to move forward, and you're going to share it all. And you're going to be deeply disappointed when people don't share the same enthusiasm or don't have the same beauty to what you desire to move forward in. And that is something here that we're seeing with the heart. It's like, you're going through your tough time. it's not for everybody to know. It's not everybody's business. And especially in our world today, we think everything is everybody's business. It's not. We'll be happier if we're a little bit more secretive, a little bit more like a Scorpio as we mature, right? And sitting there and saying, this is mine. This is my sacredness. This is my knowledge, and I'm holding it dear to me. But we need to rest. We need to honor. We're going to be a little bit rigid with ourselves. We've seen it this way, down this road or down this road. There's nothing in between. And Spirit's saying that's wrong. There's a myriad of things in between. A picture comes to life with the shading. It is the shades of gray that makes the vibrancy off the page, right? It's not just white page, black print. With the Four of Pentacles reversed, we're releasing vampiric energy that has held us back for at least 4 years. There's a sense here with the repeat of the number 4. It's time to honor our home, but also the home of our soul, our bodies. It's time to honor ourselves and to watch ourselves move forward in our power and in our connection. We're going to be very surprised at the way that we move forward in love, because this is a time that we're calling forward love, most definitely. But we're doing so in a way that we might not think, oh, my relationship is going to strengthen, or I'm going to meet the person of my dreams, or, I'm opening my door up to endless possibilities. We're thinking, I'm going to handle this. I'm going to move this forward. And I'm moving in a life that I love. And that's calling the love in. That's leading you forward in a way that you hadn't imagined, Scorpio. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. So we have 2. Oh, I love it. We have love and we have nature. Our nature is love. Water sign energy, nature, and also the nature of human beings is love. Now, how we express that love, how we want to receive that love, how we vocalize that love, no, that's quite different. But we have love leading us forward. And it is nature. It is going to be our nature during this time to need to express and live in vibrancy of love. And that's just going to be a super important thing and a super powerful thing. So chant love, bless your food, say love, love, love over your food. Like, take your hand and just go love, love, love. Or you can do, 2 fingers up like this and go love, love, love. Bless your food, bless your water, bless yourself, write love everywhere, make sure you see it. It is the most powerful word. And it is a word that changes the crystallization of water, right? And we are made up of like 70 some odd % water. So let us have that beauty flowing through our veins. Let love be the song that we sing during the month of November, because my gosh, does the world need it? My gosh, do we need it? So here, it's raising our energy vibration when it seems like everything just wants to rip it down. Don't let the negativity, the chaos win. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels, wants us to be mindful of. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, for us, in an energy to be mindful of, be mindful of being too sharp-tongued ourselves. We can sit there and say, it's the truth, and we can say it. We can be cruel to ourselves in thinking it's the truth. We can be cruel to others in thinking it's the truth. But also, when we are listening to other people, when we are connecting with other people, we're going to like people to be plain spoken. And there's a difference. There's a difference between saying things as you see them, being plain spoken in that way and being cruel. Be mindful of the cruelness, because we're going to think, oh, well, they're saying it to help improve us. They're saying it to move us forward. They're saying it so that we become aware. Sometimes, yes. But here, unless it comes from somebody you really love, who's like, listen, I just want the best for you, and you'll know that person. But here, it's outside people who say things, and we think, oh, they're just being, blunt and straight shooting. But they're not. They're being cruel. And that's how they mask their cruelness. And you don't need that. You just don't need it. It's not worth it. It's time to walk away from people like that, or to sit there and say, you know what? No, because their words will always rattle around in your head like a marble, right? It'll always rattle around in your head. And it's acknowledging that, because that's when the Four of Pentacles comes in. And you've had experience like this with past lovers. You've had experience like this with people you love in your life, or people who, were giving you the best advice. Oh, I want you to be happy, so I'm just going to be cruel. This is vampiric energy. This made you stand a little bit more curved into yourself, more like a C, right? Than standing up straight. And I'm not talking about, physically, if you cannot stand up straight, that's no problem, right? That is who you are. Be proud of your body, be proud of yourself. But here, it made your soul shrink in. It made you say, I can't be proud of me. And here, with the vampiric energy being reversed, it's like, no, I'm claiming back my power. You don't get to weaponize what I love and what I want. You don't get to sit there and hold me back. And I'm not holding me back anymore. And so we're moving forward in power, in tenacity, in brilliance, in a real sense of I'm releasing what weighed me down. And when we release this, okay, when we release this energy, we can feel, how am I going to move forward? We can feel kind of untethered because we held on to this for so long. It was a weight that we had. And Spirit is saying no more. No more. It is time to be free. It is. Free in love, free in soul, free in spirit, free to express, free to be. Because we're calling forward what we love. And the tricky thing with the 10 of Cups is that the 10 of Cups is they all live happily ever after, which is what we want. We want that fairy tale. But it is understanding that everybody's not going to be Cinderella. It is understanding that your happiness is very, very personalized. What makes me happy might drive you up and down the Mississippi, right? So here, just be aware of it. Be aware and say, my happiness is mine. And I am moving forward in my love. And I am radiating love, which is what Spirit is saying. I am radiating love. I am embracing that in my very nature. I'm going out into nature. Being outside is going to be fantastic. And if you can't go outside, just sitting by the window, you can crack it open a little bit if you can. If you can't, just sitting by the sunlight or getting one of those lights that have the natural sunlight to them, that can be very, very, very beneficial. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, because even if it's sunny outside, if you can't get there, having that light on you is just going to help your vitamin D and really help you shine. Embrace what you love. Embrace who you are. And let that love guide you forward. Because there's something beautiful in confidence. There's something beautiful in an assurity of self. And here, that's what we're moving towards. It's a sexiness, right? We're embracing our own sexiness by saying, this is me. Like it? Fantastic. Don't like it? You don't have to. You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. You just have to be one person's cup of tea. They're loving their favorite. And that's it. That's all we need in life. It moves us to the Tower. We have gone through such an upheaval, and we're still kind of rattling from it. We're still unsure. Like, our footing is still like, I don't know how to move forward. We could have gone through a breakup that devastated us. We could have seen others go through a breakup, especially when we were little. Could have been a divorce where it was like, I'm afraid to love and to move forward in love. So here, with the Tower coming in, we have seen a structure that we thought would stand forever fall. And we have had to pick ourselves up and move forward. But we've been scared, and we have been overwhelmed, and we could be afraid to open ourselves up to love. Because what if they don't get us, right? What if it doesn't work out? What if? But what if it works? And what if we meet that person? Or we strengthen our relationship if we're in a relationship that lets us shine, that lets us, embrace love, that lets us be who we are beautifully and powerfully. The Tower comes in, and this is just powerful, like undefinable, undeniable change. And it's hit us at a cellular level. So know that, okay, it's not always going to be the same, and that's cool, because I'm moving forward in the power. I'm moving forward in the instinct and the understanding that I have been through the ringer. We have fought the battles. We've been through chaos. And our hearts are still open to love. And our souls are still, moving towards happiness. And that is amazing. It brings us to the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is rest. Rest, take care of yourself. Make sure that you're sleeping. Make sure that you're taking care of you. Make sure that you're slowing down, right? Make sure that there's self-care coming in. And honor your story. It might not be the perfect story, right? But honor your story. When you're reading a book, when you're watching a movie, the best books, the best stories, they don't have perfect characters. they're all a bit flawed. They're all a bit chaosed. And that's cool because that gives it depth and dimension. And that's what our lives are. It's a cast of characters that have depth and dimension. Honor your story and rest. Step back. Don't be in the chaos of everything because it will be very easy to get caught up in chaos and all the change and being pulled this way and being pulled that way. Slow it down and say, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm focusing on. November can seem like a very slow month or a very purposeful month, right? It's going to have a few things that are really highlighted. Move forward in what you want to achieve. Like move forward in what you're saying, this is really important to me. Do those things. And you're going to see the rest will follow. We can be a little bit too rigid. Be mindful about that. The Two of Swords reversed. See it this way or we see it that way. It is those roads opening up, those roads that we can walk. That's the way it's supposed to be. And Spirit is saying, why? Why? Why does it have to be A or B? Why can't it be Z walking down like a squiggly path and dancing and just embracing life? Here, it's looking at things. And it might be letting go of certain ideals and ideas that we had when we were very young and we were putting everything together. When we were 15 years old, this is how my life is going to be. And then life happens along the way. Life happens when you're busy making plans and we're like, oh, well, now it's time to adapt. Now it's time to pivot and change and swerve and dance and just let merriment in, let joy in. No rigid paths here because I see that as like clipping our wings. And we don't want that. And we don't need it. It's time to fly and soar and go with the currents, go with the air currents and see where they take you. Are you moving towards love? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it going to feel like, wow, this is a challenge? Or, wow, I'm overwhelmed? Yeah, because you're going through a tower time and you've been going through a tower time. Now, a tower time can happen when you were 16 years old. A tower time can be happening for 16 years, 16 months, however long it's been a long time. And our soul has changed because of it. It changes us on a cellular level. When you go through something traumatic, intense, it changes you. And so here, the dreams that we had or that we set out when we were 15, or however old we were, or 16, it's like, you know what? Maybe that doesn't fit me anymore. And it's time to sever those ties and say, love. Just move forward in the beauty and vibrancy of love. Raise your energy vibration. Let love be your guiding word and see where it takes you. Because do you not see this world? How many people never move forward in love? They could have everything that you're supposed to, but the vibrancy and the brilliance, it's just not there. So move forward in love. And maybe our life looks like a finger painting instead of, something proper and neat and exactly the way it should be. But we are exactly the way we should be. Our subconscious spirit message is white light reversed. We need to heal. That's why Spirit is saying, slow down. If we don't slow down, we will not heal. Let the white light in. Let the healing light of the universe wash over you. Let it center you. Let it move with you. I always like doing the meditation of the candle flame, where the wick and the flame meet, like that place in between that looks like the fire is floating almost. Meditate on that if you want to. If you don't, that's totally cool. But letting that fire wash over you, letting that purpose, that warmth, even just sitting by the fireplace, especially if you're in, the northern hemisphere and it's getting chilly, just letting that light wash over you and that warmth. If you're in the southern hemisphere, go outside, let the sun's rays soak into you. I mean, wear sunscreen, of course, but, it's time to let that warmth in. It's time to embrace healing. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the Four of Wands. It's interesting. We have the minor arcana marriage card. Now, it can be the celebration that we had isn't what we're celebrating today, or it's going through some hardship. So be aware of this, right? When we get married, it's endless opportunities, but we always think golden. We don't think of the hardships to come, especially when we're really young. And so here, with the Four of Wands, we can even be saying to ourselves, do I even want this? Is this my path? What do I desire? What do I want to celebrate in my life? We have another 4. Divinity is telling us, 3 4s. Divinity is telling us, ground ourselves. Embrace nature, right? One of our spirit cards was nature. Nature and love. Embrace nature and love. And see what we celebrate. It's not the commitments that we make to whomever, but it's the commitments we make to ourselves that matter. Celebrate it and let it shine. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, which is the 2 of Pentacles. We are balancing a lot, and we don't want to anymore. We have the repeat of the number 2. 2 is a very creative number. Both of them are reversed. So we need to embrace our creativity. We need to embrace our grounding of self, creative number, but also the number of a couple, right? So here, it's looking at things. And sometimes during this time, we need to go away. We need to step away from those that we love, whether it's romantic relationships or, people that we love. We need to step away in order to come back more balanced, because we're trying to juggle too much. We're trying to do too much, and it's making us resentful. So stepping away, it can mean, having a cup of coffee all by yourself quietly. It can be something so simple as, that's what I'm doing for me. Making time to do what you love and bringing that balance back into harmony with you. And it might be even letting go of a few things. Like, I don't want to balance this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too much. It's not bringing joy. And if it's not bringing joy, I have to let it go. It's not running away from our responsibilities. It's not saying, oh, well, I don't want to take care of XYZ, what I have to do, so I'm not going to do it. No, it's not that. But it is saying, I'm piling too much on me, and I need to breathe, and I need to recalibrate myself. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And move forward in joy and love. We need that in this world. Bye.